Mutual respect from the young guys to the old guys and the old guys to the young guys, as opposed to a disconnect, and that's got to develop, over time. It's been really good. So I think physically it's a mature group of guys. Trying to think, of course Van was here in the spring, but Mark Fields comes in and he's physically mature. Van's a good football player. He's always in pretty good position. You can tell his dad's a coach. He's been around the game a long time. He doesn't get overwhelmed with the speed or the variety of schemes that you're in. And had all those backers. They were all here. Jalen Williams done some real nice things. He's very instinctual and good quickness and likes to play, plays hard. And then all those D linemen, they're all, there'll be a few of them probably that redshirt, which would be good for them. But they're all physically mature, and just physical. They're all physical guys. So.
Do you like J-Ron's mindset that he's brought?
He's been good so far. He has been. He's been hungry and focused and disciplined and on time and dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and brings his own pen to the meetings. Brings his notebook, so you don't have to provide those. That's just growing up, and he's in a long line of guys, young guys that, oh, you meant today too? Well, yeah, and last week, and this week, and next week too, so, but he's been good.
How's Caleb Joseph look?
Well, he had he banged up his shoulder, just a little AC sprain, so missed most of yesterday and today. So, but he had a good first day, very good.
You expect him back pretty soon?
Yeah. Well, it's early, so we'll probably ease him into it. Those AC sprains, if you've had one, they're nagging, and they can take upwards of 3 weeks plus, sometimes, because this is a contact sport, so it can be nagging, so, and it can go away hopefully sooner rather than later.
Every time we look out there, Shaq Lawson seems like he's doing something pretty good. I've never seen him this energized. Talk about what you've seen.
He hadn't been here very much at practice.
Yeah.
But he has been, as he likes to practice. He's always been that way, likes to practice, likes to compete, and always like to do all the little things right all the time, but he is now, and that comes with maturity and a little bit more seriousness, but he does like to compete and have a good time while he works hard. And I think that's just an inherited gene that he has, because a lot of them will work hard, but not a lot of them like it, and Shaq does. He's giggling and laughing on his way to the quarterback, so that's fun to see.
Leadership. Last year's team had a ton of it, and J-Ron seems to be stepping up and taking that role on this year on the defense. Is there anyone else that you're leaning towards?
The leadership, like I said, I did say that they've poured into the young guys and are trying to help, as opposed to, I'm going to do me and you do you and nobody help me, if, sometimes guys have a selfish attitude. They have been helpful. So that's part of the leadership, but we'll see because you really want to judge that leadership where they're at and how they're managing and policing themselves, whether it's having a clean locker room or taking how they handle a bad drive in a scrimmage, or a really bad day at practice, or a bad scrimmage performance. How they're the ownership that they take, and you got to really test that over time. Because it's not an inherited deal by any stretch, and you got to earn, just like your husband or father. You got to earn that right by being good at it. So, those guys, we'll see. We're hopeful, but without it, it'll be a tough track moving forward. But I think any really good football team and any good organization, whether it's a Fortune 500 company or it's a a football program. I think it's driven by good leadership, you know, successful with good leadership. So that's what we need.